of course, Steam Deck update means none of my buttons really work anymore.
Oh no.
Try again. No, it doesn't work. Wonderful.
We've lost the spooky voice and the squeaky voice.
No, that's unrelated to that. Fortunately. But I can try this. Yeah, nope.
Oh, we are on.
Yes, we're on. We've been on for 30 seconds now. Yeah, it's not going to work until likely download the new version of the OBS plugin. Yay. Hello, everybody. Just having a bit of a discussion about updates and the issues they cause. Because nothing can ever be simple. Anywho, welcome everybody to another episode of D&D Aetherseed Cycle of Stars. Well, as I said, our D&D live play game set in my own campaign setting in a modern era of industrial light and magic, and you can buy cantrips from the pharmacy. Before we jump into things, we'll quickly go around the room. People can tell you who they are playing. Let's start with Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I'm playing Olo, the Lightfoot Halfling Rogue, who's looking for a career change. Over to you, Nate.
Hello, I'm Nate. I'm playing Errol Ramanash, the craggling fighter who has had a career change to Cat.
Hi, I am Kat. I'm playing RaQui MriTtyur, the Aarakocra Bard, who was told to have a career change and now apparently is the only person that can do that job, so hasn't. Over to you, Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade. I'm playing Will Soul, and I am just going through some things at the moment.
Last time we saw our characters, they were still in the middle of this strange outbreak going on in Reverend Day, the underwater submarine-like city where the Seekers have them training. Aside from continuing to survive, they also joined Roderick on a mission to liberate the life support systems that were being invaded by this strange octopus-like monster mass that had split and headed to different sections of the city. Not only that, but Will had started looking through a box with journals from her adoptive mother. And Errol contemplated the strange paperwork that he had for a medical procedure. And RaQui went full overdrive, locked in a room, exploring the different avenues of investigation possible, and of course had a nice encounter with the new head librarian Mr. Lumac, a lich who climbed literally in pieces through her window. Meanwhile, Olo still trying to wrap his own head around this entire thing. So we left off with the party rejoining the Oxen Accord and delivering the news that everything had been sorted. Thank you for the resubscription, Num Num. Thank you. Thank you for the 5 months. Hope. Back to things. As they left, Roderick told them to, rest, and he was just going to go away. Had a bit of a headache, and we're gonna pick up. I'll leave it to you immediately. A day later. What do you want to do? Don't everybody speak at once.
No? Okay. I would have texted Roderick to make sure he's okay.
You got a message saying, yeah, I'm fine. Why?
Said you had a headache.
Yeah, I suffer from migraines. And I did just get heavily poisoned.
Yeah, and people have been turning into crazy monsters with a headache
And we don't have a cure, so if I had it, I was already fucked. Basically, since any email, like,
Errol just sends him back.
are you? It says, are you trying to insult me or offering something?
He just responds, I'm just making sure you're alive for now.
Considering I'm replying to this message, I think you could tell that I am alive.
Sass. Unnecessary.
But warranted.
Unnecessary. And then,
We'll say the day passes.
checking in with RaQui next, I guess, and making the rounds.
I suppose there's a knock on your door, RaQui, while you're over caffeinated and working through a bunch of stuff, I'm guessing.
Yeah, dependent on when this is, I might not be there because I also want to head and see how the lab build is going. So
They had told it will be ready the next day, so
okay.
this will be, let's say this is the same evening of the events of the past session. Given
Cool.
that, needy Arrow is talking to his not boyfriend.
Yeah, so I'm yeah, you can knock and check Errol, but I'm just gonna ignore you. I'm too busy going through my notes and going through stuff and drinking coffee. So
He'll just pokes his head in on everybody and make sure everyone's okay. It's just has to satisfy the paranoia that everybody is okay before he can rest for the night.
Who's next? Who will satisfy the paranoia next?
He'll check on Olo next.
Okay.
Which just consists of knock knock, opens door anyway. You alright?
Yeah, I'm just reading my book. I was going to go crude, but I won't.
Cool. Close his door. Heads to knock on Will's door and is like, everything alright?
Is Will in her room or back in the living room?
Back in the living room.
Watching the most military home videos ever.
Yeah, watching the life and times of Will Sol's family.
I mean, he'll make her tea or coffee or something then and bring it over. You okay?
Yes, I am learning some new things about my mother.
Okay. You're right doing that here in the living room. I at this point don't think many people are walking through it, so you'll find. But
Oh, I would have been fine if people walked in anyway. It has a good screen that I can use.
I didn't realize. Can Errol see the screen? I didn't realize your mother was military.
Yeah. She it's weird seeing her like back then, knowing what she's like now. But I can it makes me understand why she's such a good mom. Because she can be a hard ass sometimes.
Yeah. You learn things about your parents that you didn't know, and things fall into place a little better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she wrote a note saying sorry, so I'm just kind of going through all of these just to figure out what she's sorry about, but so far nothing.
You want, you know, overstepping or whatever. But if you want company,
You're welcome to watch these with me. If you want.
kind of settle next to her then, I guess, and chill with Will for the evening.
Give him some popcorn that I made.
If you made it, he's definitely eating it. If not, he might not.
Of course I made it. What do you take me for?
Will would never make microwave popcorn.
I bet she does at home.
There's a special stash only for when she's extremely tired.
She's like, yeah, it's like that.
Yeah. Other than that, she actually has the proper kernels, and she goes and like uses butter and saucepan, and she
I
does
do
it.
that too.
Yeah.
You sit down to watch, and as I described last time, it's just a set of journals, like video journals of Will's mother talking to a camera. And it's her attire is still very much, Arena's just talking to the camera. Like a lot of times you can see like it's like military attire. Sometimes she's in full like combat gear. Other times she's just, on a t-shirt or something, resting. But you can tell that the background over time does change. It's always like a barracks-like room, but it's not in the same place. It's always different environments. Sometimes you even see different like country flags in the background. You see the country of Meru, you see Eleanor, and you see many more countries, some of which are maybe not familiar to you, personally, but you've read of them. You have world history in your own classes. There's pretty much everything. There's even you see the flag over the flag of Cardis, which is just it's a blue flag with something like a Celtic cross in the middle, and the Celtic cross is bright red. And again, you see those in the past. Same, she's talking. The last time we saw these videos, Arena was just looking at chat. No giant spider mothers in this one. And I don't know what you're talking about. We haven't seen that happen anywhere yet. But anyway, last time we saw, you saw her going from a very pretty much cold young woman up to meeting some weird guy that just kept hitting on her, and she couldn't really understand him. He was entirely suspect. So she had people from the intelligence division look into this guy and what the hell was his deal, to her realizing that she was actually in love with him over many weeks and days of knowing them, and then making the decision of hiding that, making sure that presumably your would-be grandfather didn't know anything about it. The next few videos you see, and again, these are months down years. Some of that coldness returns, but there's something else in there. So if you want to make an insight check, both of you can make it. See if you can read anything into what you're seeing.
Oh yeah, totally gonna do an insight check.
Errol froze in such an expression. Unfortunately, he's not going in, but
Oh, for God's sake. I rolled a 1.
oh,
Natural 1. Okay, that's it. I've got it out the way, hopefully.
oof, we lost Nate.
Oh no.
It was. We're gonna just go away for a little moment just to figure out what's going on and make adjustments to the overlay as we need. We'll be right back, folks. Okay, what's going on with Nate? Yeah, you're back. Just gonna quickly hit my. Left my mic on. Hey, everybody. Fuck it, whatever.
Hello.
This is gonna get cut when I put it in YouTube anyway, so.
I meant I didn't hear anything that just happened. But I
We'll
was
roll the
gonna ask-
natural one.
Oh, was Errol allowed to roll? Because I
Yep,
didn't.
You're
roll one.
watching.
I rolled a 17 plus 5, so that's 22.
Yep. The voice tone is cold. It's very much someone just droning on a report. The report, what she's saying sounds a bit alarming. It does say the colonel was contracted by an undisclosed nation to provide protection for the government against an uprising. We swiftly terminated the rebels. But the look on her, she's just droning on the look on her eyes. You've seen it many times in reading people, especially people who are going through stuff. You can tell it's when someone's just trying to act like everything's okay, but clearly it's not. There's you see like hints of shame and sadness in her eyes. And there are moments long intakes of breath between sentences when she's just trying to. You can tell it's a moment of centering, of controlling, and to keep going. With a 22, I can tell you what you think is this entire thing is. These might be her journals, but it's the kind of thing you would do if you knew your journals were not entirely private.
She's saying what she thinks someone wants to hear.
Yeah. And showing what that person would expect to see.
She isn't pleased about what she's been asked to do, what she's done.
You don't have full context of whatever may be going on. You just identify the emotions. But you're in for Earl. You don't have enough context on this person to know exactly what may be going on.
He'll just sort of look at Will and just say, these were sent to someone else, right? I would, when you're watching them, just keep in mind that she might not be saying everything she might be thinking or feeling. She looks like she's, saying the right things at the right times right now.
Oh, I didn't catch that. I thought, but that can't be right because she was talking about Dad and keeping it a secret, so that can't.
You do remember
so-
she said when she was recording that one says, "I'm gonna hide this one."
That's true, she did. That's true.
Now that Errol's mentioned it, I'll allow you another roll of the insight. Essentially giving you advantage.
Come on. 18?
You can see what Errol sees. There is definitely a bit of shame, but mostly who know more of the context, there's a lot of sadness there.
Mm-hmm.
Months pass in terms of the records, and you do get to another one that is dusty.
Just a quick question. You said that she said about the rebels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I know who the rebels are?
You don't. She doesn't provide that context, but she from the flags you see in the background.
Mm-hmm.
You see it's the flag of Durrell. Durrell being a country way up in Crown Reach in the northernmost continent. It's a country that usually sees a lot of conflict in their borders.
Mm-hmm.
And even internally, the politics are nasty.
Okay.
And, over time, in current years, it's a fairly decent place. But it does... And I'll tell you this while making you roll, because it's the kind of thing that usually it really appears in news. 5 years back, even up to 5 years back, getting news of something going on there was fairly common.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, this is way back.
So it might
exactly
have been...
what was going on that you'll need to either do a bit of research or roll history.
Okay, so it wouldn't be something that we were taught in schools. It would.
You would need to roll. That's the kind of thing you roll for.
No. Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll do some research and see if it jogs any memories.
You can roll history or investigation, whichever you prefer.
Let's see. I mean, they're both crap for me. Let's go for investigation. Nope. For the 3, nope.
No, you. I mean, again, Dora has so many conflicts over its long years because what you do with even 3 you get is that Dorel and its neighbor. Let me find the name. And its neighbor Tarosh were once a single country, and they split off. But border issues are a constant, and it's like it's essentially a lot of people see it as almost like a sibling, 2 siblings constantly fighting and not letting go. It's a very simplified way of looking at their politics, but it's not unusual for that region to have some form of military thing going on.
Okay, so something...
pinpointing you try, but pinpointing the exact time and place, you have a hard time.
Yeah, so it might be something that I can look into after I've watched these and kind of learn a bit more. Okay, that sounds something to put on my list of things I need to investigate.
After we've watched a couple, I think Errol will probably pat Will on the shoulder and say, it's been a rough day. It's not looking to get any less rough tomorrow. I'm going to head in, get some sleep.
I'll probably
doing the same.
Yeah, I'll probably watch a couple more and then I'll think about it. But night.
You go to sleep, Errol, and Will, as I mentioned, there is one other one's coming up that is much like the one about your dad, kind of dusty. Meaning likely was hidden at some point.
Yep. Okay, I will watch this because I want to know what it is before I go to bed.
Thank you to the Onyx Path for the raid. Thank you. You're everybody welcome. You watch this video, and it shows your mom in what you realize is your house. The background is different. You can see your dad in the background measuring stuff and then putting up bits of wood and doing a lot of DIY.
Mm-hmm.
And he keeps looking at her and says, "Honey, you've been staring at the camera for 30 minutes. If you're not going to say anything, just I'm working up to it." And you can immediately see the difference.
Mm-hmm.
She's around him. She's flustered, and you can tell she struggles to find her words and is a lot more emotional. And that cold hard presence is not there. And he's like, well, how do I put this? I've left the company. The colonel, my father, doesn't know. He wasn't aware, but I cultivated my own little contacts over the years. People who, to put it simply, were loyal to me and not him. And to put it simply, as far as he knows, I'm dead. And I got out. And I came back here, came to find Magnus, and she puts her hand and said, "We got married." And we're building this place up. And I told him that I wanted to give back a bit. Didn't used to bother me, but I have left possibly dozens of families without homes over the years. I have broken homes, destroyed families, and I want to give back. So Magnus agrees. As soon as the place is done, we're gonna adopt. We're gonna find a way of I need to pay for the things I've done in a way, and I need to give a kid a chance that I never had. To have a mother and a father who actually loved them. And yeah, this likely will be the last journal I do. I don't need to do this anymore. And she presses the button and it shuts down. But Will, you can see there are still videos to see. There are many more to see. Whatever the story, it didn't end there.
No, something's wrong. I can't leave that like that.
You grab the next one.
Yeah, I have to grab the next one. I have to find out what happened. Let's sleep. Who needs it?
The next one you grab is marked 3 years later. And it turns on and it's her once again in a barrack. Once again in military gear. Shaved head. Now, in the previous year, you saw she was kind of letting it grow out. It says, I thought I could hide. I thought I could move on, but well, the Colonel stopped at our doorstep. He made it clear that if I didn't return and serve once more, that one day I would wake up and Magnus would just be gone. Same with the kids. And if there's one thing I know is the Colonel doesn't lie. So yeah, back to this. Back to the grind. I'm going to find a way out. I'm going to go back to my family as soon as I can. That's the end of that one.
I'm gonna keep on playing.
You notice again between those of you who have watched that, you know, go over years of content. You are well into the wee hours of the morning. We can go over more, but you will be going the next day with exhaustion.
Fine.
Okay. The next videos, and this takes the next couple of hours. These are more military engagements. More to the tail end of her time with it. And it's more of that kind of thing before, though. Make another insight check. Let's see if you don't roll a natural 1 on this one.
No, but I rolled a 7.
There is a
that's my tiredness.
there's a world of emotion. You're tired. You're, I think, confused still, worried, likely. I think it's the point where you notice maybe it's time to stop for now, and because you're having trouble, because there's a wealth of emotions on your mother's face behind the eyes. But much like when Errol was around, you're having trouble noticing it first. You know, you think maybe, you know, you need to have Errol or RaQui or someone with you to help you, you know, see past your own assumptions. Well, we'll revisit that one when time comes. It is 6 a.m. now. You have 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
I mean, 6 is probably the time most of us.
Oh, yeah, you all
got work to do.
You all wake up. I mean, everybody here is accustomed to waking up early. You kind of wake up and Will is still glued to the screen on the sofa.
Did you even sleep? No, obviously not.
It's just like, what? Sleep?
So for the record, so everybody is aware, in case it's not clear, with 1 level of exhaustion, you have disadvantage on all ability checks. Until you have a good full night's rest. But considering you're likely going to spend another evening doing this, we're just going to see how far we get to. Also, thanks to Megan for channel points, there's a +3 available.
It's a hug.
Errol
It's a boost hug. Yep.
gently closes the. Oh no, she's not watching it on a laptop. Gently turns everything off. Then we'll go make coffee. And what's Errol's level of skill? Probably not a lot. He is making bacon sandwiches. And for RaQui, because she is vegetarian, if I recall.
Yeah.
Then it will
Chicken,
probably
then.
have to be like toast. Eggs. Maybe do eggs if she eats those, but that feels odd.
Might be a distant relative.
Hence my, does that feel odd? I don't know how
I'll stick with the toast, thank you.
don't know how Aarakocra do things in this world.
It's like, yeah, it's like, I know you're a bird person, so I've cooked you a chicken.
It's kind of one of those Errol thinks about it and is like, I don't know enough. I'm just gonna offer her toast.
Just stick to the toast.
Stick to the toast. Toast and coffee.
A big, huge mug of coffee. She'll forgive me. It's fine. It's her lifeblood anyway.
You all gather around
food
your
for Will.
table to have breakfast. If you wish to have any scene or conversation between you, feel free. If not, I can move things along, so to speak.
Olo's not in the mood to talk.
No,
Okay.
I've got my head in a book.
Errol just reads the room.
I guess we just get then.
Yeah, you all have a meal and a very uncomfortable silence. Mostly for Errol. Mostly for you, it's an uncomfortable silence. I think everyone else is in their own head. RaQui, you do receive a message from Mother Ash saying that the laboratory has been set up and the other members of your essentially science team will be arriving within the hour, and gives you the address of the laboratory.
I'm just going to reply saying, perfect, thank you. I will head over there now.
Will the rest of you follow, or gonna do something else around the city? Go find people with headaches.
People with headaches, stab them. No, I follow Ricky.
Yeah, might as well.
I need to know what's going on. Yeah.
Okay, so what did you say, Olo? Sorry?
Yeah, I want to be with other people that can stab. So
Okay.
I don't want to be alone.
You're
Okay,
the stabby
okay.
one in this group.
I need another person who can get stabbed.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Need a distraction to get them in the back.
You follow
true.
follow RaQui to a building that is, first of all, there's a little, like one of those little golf cart kind of thing they drive around here, waiting for you outside with essentially a driver, a member of the Seekers Guild, just there waiting for you.
I put my hair up so that it doesn't blow in anyone's face as we're driving.
Yeah, you put your hair up in the world's largest like hive too. you out hive Marge Simpson.
Life goals complete.
With it, you
Will sits
drive.
at the back.
The drive is about 10 minutes heading off into the medical corner, where you're all, that district of the city where you're now going into what is essentially a hospital, but in the upper floors where the laboratory has been set up. Waiting for you there is a full suite of cutting edge technology. The scientist and tech and medical sciencey techie in you, RaQui, is having a field day, and waiting there already, having a chat among them, are 5 individuals. Species wise, there's a trident, a human, a shifter, a bugbear, and a hobgoblin. And they all pretty much turn towards you and says, Dr. RaQui, I presume? Says the trident man.
I just extend my hand. Pleased to meet you.
Yes, I'm Dr. Temmet. Thank you. These are the rest of our colleagues. This is Sharna, pointing to the human. Moran, the shifter. Trumbok, the bugbear. And Hubbledink, the hobgoblin.
I just shake their hands one at a time as he introduces them.
Do you put those names somewhere? Because I've missed.
I'll put them in our chat so you can see them. And yeah, for the record again, those are Temmet, Sharna, Moran, Trumbok, and Hobbledink. I've put those in our chat so you can see them. They're pretty much all saying says Sean says pleasure. I think the Accord has mentioned that you would be leading this investigation. You having most of the evidence already. We've had some of the other seekers collect some genetic material that was found in the life support systems that I think you also helped clear.
Yeah.
To her side, the shifter, who's very much like Lionin, Moran goes, yes, we have prepared all the equipment. We've used them before in other avenues of research, but we're here to proceed at your disposal. Will your companions will also be helping out?
Potentially, yes. Has Mr. Lumac arranged for all of the relevant books to be sent over?
The hobgoblin goes, yes, we spoke not with Mr. Lumac, but his assistant, a very how do I put this politely? A very disgruntled young lady called Mintra. Yes, she just basically is waiting for our orders on anything that we might need.
Super. So in terms of moving forwards then, do any of you have experience with identifying elements in order to be able to create some form of vaccine, cure, or way of identifying somebody who is infected?
Oh, that would be me. Trombog says, I have a vast experience with this, over 20 years of experience, and other nations, of course. I've been deployed in... My expertise in terms of, as a member of the Seekers Guild, is going to places with diseases or some form of outbreak and providing aid. So I know the procedure, but yes, says we're all equally skilled in our different fields, so whatever you need, really.
Super. So in your experience, and bearing in mind that this needed to be done yesterday, how long will it take you to put together, firstly, a way of being able to identify those that are infected?
Well, really, with the technology we have, it's really just a matter of putting the correct information, the correct material into the right, let's call it the right machine, and pushing the right button. After that, we can analyze the solution, analyze the results, and from there we can go into different options.
Okay. And the
this
time
is how
frame
it's
on
going to
that?
work. To save you from having to go deeper down the medical bullshit rabbit hole. With all the technology around you, you have an advantage on your medicine or technology check. Both are available. Plus, for every member of the team, of that expert team, you get a +1 to the roll. So it's a total of 5, I think.
Yeah.
5. And an additional +1 from the members of your team for the 3 of them. As they're pretty much taking care of minutia. Just, I need this, hand along, because I think we can all agree that's as far as you can contribute to this thing. And, getting the books and bringing them across and everything, along with Mintra. In total, you have a +6, as you have 3 over-equipped interns.
Yeah.
This is a DC. It doesn't have a DC. Instead, you want to roll as high as you can. The higher you roll, the more you get. I want to illustrate. With a 15, you have a method of testing.
Okay.
With a 20, you have a method of vaccination that has, let's say, a 50-50 chance of working.
Okay.
With a 30, with a 20, 25, you have a cure. But it's a cure that works only on, it's preventative. So basically, you need to get it to prevent getting the thing.
Yeah.
With a 30, you get a cure that can affect someone already infected.
Okay. So just to clarify, I have a +6
Advantage.
plus advantage plus my modifier for either
Yes.
medicine or tech.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's a +3. I will allow one of our +3s given by the audience to also affect this
Yes.
roll if you wish. So a total of +9, plus whatever you have, which is how much?
+6.
So that's a +15. You need to roll a
15.
or higher. And what we're going to do for this one, because I want to be extra dickish on this one,
Yeah.
I'm going to
make you
take a
roll it.
moment. I want you to do it on the roller.
Yeah, I knew he was going to do that.
I want you to do it on the roller on the channel we have on Discord. 2d20, whatever you need to do for the advantage. And I'm going to, just for our audience, I'm going to bring up that.
I haven't used this before, so you're gonna have to tell me how to do it.
Okay, we can do an alternative, just because I want people to be able to see this.
That's fine.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah.
It may be simpler. Put your camera towards where you roll the dice, so we can see what's being rolled, so everyone can see it
Ooh,
at the
that's
same
quite
time.
good. Can you move your
Oh.
camera?
This is technical now. I don't know if it's going to work. I'll do it on the roller because I don't think it will work with my background.
In the meantime, I will be adding the roller into the screen.
Right, and is that the one?
The one's just called roller,
Okay.
and it's
Right.
exclamation
what do I
point
need to
R,
type in?
exclamation point R, 1d20 plus whatever you need.
Hang on.
Don't put it in just yet.
Just, yeah.
So I will first share the
Hang on.
put it on screen, and win the capture. There it is.
This is pressure.
Sorry for this thing taking over the
That
entire
should be
screen.
what you need to type in.
Yeah,
That's
let me
your whole.
just-
That's your +15 and the d20, and that should tell it to roll it. I
Hang on.
sent you a thing.
Is that, and do I need to do that twice?
Yes.
Sorry,
for
doing
advantage.
this live. There we go. I'm just gonna put it over all our screens, so we can all see it. And feel free to roll.
It should do it.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Holy
I'm guessing you
shit!
don't. I'm guessing you don't want me to
Nat-
roll the other
I
one.
mean, you can do it. Hell, if you roll another natural 20, I'll make it even better.
Oh my days. Wowee.
Holy
Uh,
shit.
I might have to start using this. I know. Plus. Da-da-da-da.
No, that was worse.
Oh no. We'll take the natural 20.
Okay. So with that, we actually, hey, everybody watching, if people want a dice roll, then you get a dice roll. Holy crap. Holy shit. Whew. Wow.
That was on point. I liked it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, I need, as a GM, I need to respect the natural 20. So you rolled 35. I'm going to make 35 a thing.
Okay.
I'm going to make the natural 20 a thing. You get everything I said you would get, almost like a Kickstarter backer. You get this level and all the levels before. And I'm going to give you an extra one where it's your vaccine will return someone who has already been transformed to normal. Which is saying a lot, considering that the body just goes through horrific transformations. This thing will restore them. Basically, the body material will reform into a body, including a head if it's missing.
Oh,
Essentially,
yeah,
you have a way of doing
counseling.
resurrection on these transformed individuals. I will say, though, if they are dead, they're dead.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're not getting that far. You have not found the cure for death. That would require like 100, but
Yeah.
but you
Amazing.
have considerable success. I will say, though, this does take over in terms of time. I'm gonna have you roll for me 2d10. It's gonna be 6 hours plus whatever you roll on the 2d10. That's the period of time of research and testing and everything.
Can I just do those normally?
Yeah, 2d10.
2d10. 14.
14, so that's 20 hours. 20 hours of hard labor, going multiple pots of coffee, except, green tea for Hobbledink. He doesn't do coffee. And you all work well into the night. It's now 2 a.m, and you finally have a breakthrough. All your simulations show this will do its thing. Now it's just testing. And it says at the end, Temid goes, I think we have it. I think we all should also get some rest and resume in the morning and see where we go from here.
Yeah.
This is outstanding. Dr. RaQui, it's... I think my mind is blown. I think it's... I can't talk anymore. It's 2 a.m. We've been at this for 20 hours. I think we should all get some rest.
Yeah. I agree. Let's all go get some rest. Great work, guys. Great teamwork. This is looking good.
Even by the end, even Mintra is there looking at whatever the hell you're doing. And the excitement in the room, she goes like, Mintra doesn't do excitement, but make it. You have a passive perception, really high passive perception. You notice that she's actually smiling, but is doing her damnedest not to show it, because she has a reputation to maintain. And at the end, she just what are you gonna say?
I'm just gonna sort of like wait until nobody's looking and just sort of look at her, give her a sly smile, and then go back to what I was doing.
She frowns, gives you a wink, and then swiftly leaves the room. You all return to your home after what has been what I thought is going to be the first day of research. Honestly, I didn't say, but I was planning, okay, this will be, one roll today, another roll the next day, and go from there, even with all the bonuses. And, at the end, it would take an average or something of how you were building. But natural fucking 20, whatever. You found the cure for COVID in a day.
Get Ricky on the job.
Ricky on the job. God damn it. And you all return home. What are your plans now that you're home? I'm guessing there's a celebratory meal.
I don't know that Will should be in the
I know.
kitchen
I
at
was
this
going to say,
point.
is Will awake enough to cook?
There's
after a
celebratory
20-hour session?
takeout.
I get it.
You guys get takeout. I'd go straight to bed. I'd just collapse.
I'm just
on
going
the
to
bed.
ask, straight to bed or watch more home videos?
No, she's gonna go straight to bed because it's like 2 a.m. and she's like, no, because if I start watching, I'm not going to sleep.
And you feel like a zombie right about now.
Yeah, and I need to cook. So she'll open her bedroom door, she'll walk to the end of the bed and just go, "Phoom," and then that's it. And then like not even close her door. She just like, that's it.
We're just gonna see like this pile of hair, and we don't
Yeah.
know where she is.
Pretty much.
It's under there somewhere.
Mhm.
You can tell she's asleep because the usual smoldering of the hair and all her features kind of go dim. The fire within just turning
Yeah.
off.
It's all right. As I go past your door, I'll just gently close it for you.
I appreciate that.
Where does Raki go? Her room and also flop down?
Yeah. No, I mean, maybe not flop quite so much, but yeah, like the notes. It's been a tough day. No more notes tonight. Tomorrow, back to it tomorrow, but for tonight, rest.
Okay. How about Errol?
What time is it at home?
At home will be about, from where you are, about 5 hours later. So 7 a.m.-ish.
Canada time. We've done this before, Nate.
Think of it as you are in Eastern time in our world, and Maru is in UK time.
Yeah. Okay. 7 o'clock is not an unholy hour, so Errol calls Corin. It's been a few days, I think.
You hear, well, the first thing is you hear is a massive yawn. He goes, hey, babe.
Good morning.
Yeah, that too.
It is morning.
Haven't had my coffee yet, so yeah.
Okay, so just checking in. How it's been a few days. Sorry, it's been hectic. It still is hectic, but I'm just going to bed and thought I'd ring you first.
Oh, everything's been fine. New research projects popping up, new versions. We're always refining, iterating, new versions of Weavers, new versions of modules. We have some interesting things that we're planning. And research is starting. So that's my favorite bit. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. Let's find something we can, let's throw things at the wall and see what sticks. Things are looking good. Yeah.
Great.
I mean, at the work level, your parents went on a cruise.
Okay. My
That one.
Okay, she left work. That's interesting.
Yeah. Apparently, from what I hear, your dad came into her office, said we are going on a cruise, grabbed her hand, and pulled her out of the office. The chairman, apparently he already spoken to the chairman and set aside her vacation days for her, and then dragged her out of the office.
Yeah, I can see that coming from my dad. My mom's a whole other story, but my dad, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I will say your mom does need it. But yeah, I think everything's fine. I mean, I do wish you were here. I don't like coming. I was gonna talk to you about this. I'm moving back to my old place, the one I had, They kind of my parents got for me when I moved over here, away from the sea. Because our flat is just too big for me, and the empty space is getting to me. I'm just gonna go to that flat just for a little while until you come back. Because it's just it's very small, and the emptiness is getting to me.
I'm sorry that I'm away for so long.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to get stationed somewhere soon. They haven't told us where. But when we do, I was hoping we could, actually see one another face to face, not through some screen or some voice channel.
I mean, let me know, and depending. I guess, like I said, the research project just started. But if I can, if I can get some vacations, I can come to you, or we can see if we can come to me, and we'll figure it out.
I'll call my mother I call my dad if I have to.
Sure.
Evidently, he knows who to press.
I mean, he knows where to get cruises. So apparently, yeah.
Okay. It sounds like you're struggling, and I'm sorry that I'm not there. Is there anything I can do whilst I'm not there?
No. Honestly, no.
We okay though?
Overall, sure. Yeah. I'm good.
You just tell me you don't hate me and we're good.
4 inches size. Make an insight check for me.
Oh, I'm so good at these. I was good just now. I've used my good one. No, it's not bad. It's +5, so 19.
You were just trying to ask your husband he was fine, he was supportive, and now quickly switch it to just tell me it's not my fault, and
No,
I can go on.
It wasn't that. It was
You just
tell me
you
you
just
don't hate
asked
me.
you
It was
tell
a
me
fun
you
phone.
tell me you don't hate me, which is basically let's make it about me now.
It wasn't that.
The sigh tells you that that's how he took it. He says, I gotta go, Errol.
Hey, no, listen. That's not how that was meant to come out. That was me
I
saying.
haven't said anything.
I know, but you don't need to say anything. Look, I miss you. I miss absolutely everything. When you're not here. But
Unfortunately, I don't know where here is.
I know. And I mean, in fairness, look, I don't expect things to get any easier until I get a place to be. But I'm really hoping that comes sooner rather than later, because I just don't want you to feel like you're, I don't know, that I've run away forever. I'm not. It's not forever.
I gotta go, Errol. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
And he hangs up.
Okay. to bed. He's gonna read through those papers properly and then go to bed.
Okay. What do you want to know?
He's gonna read through and try to understand as best as he can what the procedure is supposed to do and what it involves.
Make let's have let's make an investigation check. How much?
15, 12 plus 3.
15. From what you gather, looking at the papers you have, there's a lot you need to like look up on the internet of what the hell the word means. It is medical technology. Essentially, the basis is that someone who has been born and spent their formative years in the Republic, the component, whatever it is, the mineral, it's described as a mineral that is in the soil and in the air in the Republic that actively prevents magic from working, essentially seeps into your bones, in your bloodstream. It is part of you. So it's something of a cleansing process. It's basically like they take your blood out, they clean it, they pump it back in, and then there's a set of medical treatments, almost like in a way like a chemotherapy, but it's over the course of a week and not, ongoing, whatever, that clears the body of that particular mineral in basically every other area, like bones, organs, etc., to the point where the person at the end of it, their internal mana channels are opened or unblocked in a way. The procedure is done the entire thing is done in a specially constructed part of a hospital where there is no magic, it doesn't come in. So it's purely scientific. And also, the moment you get this, if you are in a place outside where the magic flows normally, it will be overwhelming for your systems. So it's something at the end of the procedure, you're also gradually exposed to ambient magic so you can cope. And it's kind of like being in a barometric chamber, slowly being brought up in pressure. And eventually, you're good to go on your daily life and as a magically enabled individual. It is about, in total, like 2 weeks that you are committing to this.
And what's the, is it 100% success rate at this point, or is it a...
According to medical journals, yes.
Interesting.
You do know it's expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
But yours has already been paid for.
Yeah, by someone who sent me this note. Still keeps looking at it and is like, fuck are you? But he doesn't know because he didn't know the first time I tried to figure it out. He's gonna tuck everything back into the envelope and go back and just go to sleep.
Okay. You head off to sleep and we bring things back up the next day. Will, you no longer have exhaustion. You have slept like a log. Like a just giant lump of volcanic rock. And you all wake, and are you all headed to the lab once more, or are there other things you want to do before that?
I'm going to make everyone a nice breakfast.
Cool. Let's make a cooking utensils check. So a chef check. That'll be dexterity or intelligence, whichever you prefer. Plus your proficiency.
Okay. And I have, let me find. So I rolled 17.
17. You make one hell of a breakfast. Glad you didn't hit 20. I mean, there is a +3 waiting for you. Actually, I need to spend the one that was used for the other one.
Yeah, why not? Let's use the.
Okay, with a 20, it's one hell of a breakfast, double hell breakfast. And for the rest of the day, everyone has advantage on con saves.
Ooh, nice.
It is the heartiest breakfast you have eaten in a while, and it caters to all of your different appetites, including a lot of toast and coffee.
Copious amounts of coffee.
Yeah, RaQui gets avocado on toast.
Because that's vegetarian.
Yeah.
And she kind of winks at Errol with the avocado.
Yeah, this is just a will flexing after your takeout and the coffee and toast.
Like, oh, look, man, I tried. Showed the people.
I'm not saying nobody appreciated it. It's just
I'm actually gonna
No, I appreciate you being back 100%.
actually gonna eat this one rather than just kind of pick at it.
With breakfast had and all feeling full and satisfied, what's your plan?
Let's go deal with this cure.
yeah. What are we doing, Ricky?
So I'm heading back to the lab. You guys are welcome to join again. You were very useful yesterday. Because now that we've created it, we need to figure out what we're going to do in terms of delivering it.
Can we put it in a gun, a trank gun?
Or
Idea.
I think we should go have this discussion at the lab, but potentially we need to test it first.
There's a heavy knock on your door.
oh no.
I'll go. I'll open it.
It's Roderick and says, Doctor, we have a problem. Well, I think it's a problem. We need to hurry.
Let's go. Let's go.
Grab all the notes and run.
He jumps into his little cart and you all pile in, and he dashes away like a madman towards the lab.
Mm-hmm.
And you all come in, and the other members of your team are trying to open a door. It's a door, essentially like a quarantine section, and they're just pounding on it and says, Temet, please, don't be crazy. Don't do this. Temet! And you just hear from the intercom, it's the only way. Someone's got to bite this bullet. I'll do it. The cure works. We just need to prove it.
What the hell is he doing?
Hobbling goes, oh, doctor, good thing you're here. Temet took one of the samples of the malaise and is planning to inject himself with it, contract the disease, and wait for us to cure him.
What? Why? Why? Have we not rounded up some infected people? Do we not have them in
Most of the infected people
moment?
most of the infected people are dead.
So we don't have anybody.
We have people who are in quarantine who we don't know if they have contracted the thing or not. We were going to start testing, but because we do have the test that we devised yesterday, but Temet decided to, how did you say, Sharna, how is it that you said? And he goes, yeah, he skipped some levels. You'll hear behind the door,
God.
This is gonna go well, guys.
I need all of you. You hear the noise behind it, and then you hear the door to the quarantine section begin to rattle from the inside, and then slowly begin to buckle outwards.
Brace the
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, well. That is-
I'm gonna call out, and you can tell me your initiative. Yours may not be the lowest initiative now, Ricky.
There might be a few contenders
I
now.
actually rolled relatively okay today. It's I've actually got double digits for a change, which is quite nice.
That sounds nice. What's
I
that
know.
like?
How much does Ariel have?
5.
How much?
Oh God.
I can hear it. 5.
5.
Oh yeah, you are the lowest. Roderick has 6. Will?
12.
Okay. And Olo?
You muted.
14.
14. Okay, let me just roll for this individual.
What did Ricky get?
I had 13.
Oh.
And then is Olo. We're gonna quickly move into our. Actually, you know what? This is the perfect place for us to take our 10-minute break, and when we come back, we're going into battle. So everybody, go and quickly, get some to drink, stretch, and we're back in 10 minutes with the rest of our story and what happens in this laboratory. I'll be back in just a sec.
The squid people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the plan that was happening in our break, discussing means of administering this cure, including donuts. You heard it here before. That's the new way. That's the new form of the Pfizer and Moderna. Eat this donut.
Yes, 100%. I am down with this. Give you
Okay, so
diabetes at the same time?
we're beginning our combat. The containment door for the quarantine section is breaking down. It actually shatters as the Temet, or what was Temet, steps forth. And here you have him in all his glory as he is undergoing the transformation. As always, art for creatures, courtesy of Megan Murphy. You can find her at KawaiiNot on Twitter, or Murphy Pop Art everywhere else. MurphyPop.com. You can find her stuff. Even Patreon. She's on Patreon. And she makes delightful monsters for me.
I'll just say a name 3 times in a mirror, and she'll draw your worst nightmare.
Pretty much. So you see this, and immediately it's apparent that whatever the material you were testing comes from that octopus-like creature, because the strange mask has appeared on his face, and he is becoming tentacular, so to speak. The jaw is gone already. He seems to be trapped in an expression of utter torment. But he is moving into the room. I'm going to make a will save for the other scientists. Some of them are more of the, let's just say, not made of stern stuff. So we'll make a save for them to see if they aren't completely terrified. That's a 19 for the group of them, so they're good. And they instead immediately go into work mode. Says, please, can you contain him? Can you contain him? We'll synthesize the cure and have it ready.
Give it a good time to go.
Yeah, working.
Oh, this is how it's going to work. At the end of each round, the full round, the medical team will make it roll with advantage. On a 20 medicine check, they will synthesize a vaccine. They will synthesize the actual. They will have it in a syringe and be delivered to one of you at that point. If they don't roll a 20, yes, there is a +3 still available for them to use if you wish them to use it or you want to use it. If they don't roll a 20, then, you know, things keep going. If any of you wish to, you know, forego your turn in battle and instead use it to help them, you can do so. What you'll do is, for each of you that wants to help, you'll provide a +1 to their roll. But if you're not there, you know, that means the creature has fewer targets and fewer people to contain it. So I leave that to your discretion. We'll begin with Olo, with RaQui coming next.
Olo's like, shapes. I guess you don't want me to shoot him in the face. He then he then runs up and tries to knock him prone.
Okay, it's going to be a trip. It's going to be a trip attack. Make your attack roll.
Well, it would be just a strength.
Actually,
attack.
no. Let's do it in an opposed athletics check. Because of the size difference between you, I'm going to give him advantage.
I don't think he'll need it.
That's a 17.
Yeah, you don't need it.
How much did you roll?
9.
I gave him advantage because of the size difference. Without it, he would have rolled an 8.
Oh.
You grab onto his leg and try to bring him down, but he basically the tentacle that is forming from his leg helps kind of stabilize him. And you're there trying to push him. That's your turn. It is RaQui. Will coming up.
Will, Errol, help get him down. And then I am going to cast Enhance Ability. I'm going to cast it at 3rd level so that I can target both of them.
Okay.
And I'm going to give them Bull's Strength. So you guys now have advantage on strength checks.
Awesome.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to use a bardic inspiration on the group of scientists.
Okay. How do you inspire them?
Just before you
do be aware these people don't know you, so an angry squawk may not cut it.
No, just to be aware, Errol can give himself advantage on strength checks if you wanted to come down a level, not use as much mana. I can bonus action get big and get my.
Okay, all right. I'll cast it at 2nd level then, just on Will. Yeah, I am conscious that they're not gonna get my usual squawk. So I'm just gonna be like, come on guys, you've got this. We can get this done. Look at what we achieved yesterday. You can do it. I know the pressure's on, but you've got it. I believe in you.
Awesome. What does it give me? A D8 on the roll or D6?
D8.
Okay, perfect. Will, it is your turn, and after that comes my little creature.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to cast Hold Person. Please, may I have a Wisdom saving throw?
Yes, of course.
Ooh, nice.
What is your DC?
My DC is...
You've got a bonus from your Weaver as well to DCs. But I don't know what it is.
2.
Yeah.
It's a +2.
Yeah, so that makes it 17.
You're saying hold person, right?
Yeah.
You're lucky that he's a mid-transformation. So he's still more or less a person. If not, he would have fallen right into the category for hold monster.
Yeah, there's
Where he's
two.
not
two
a
spells.
person. But
Okay.
you are fortunate. You're still he's still mid-transformation.
It says
gonna
choose a humanoid, so I was like, he still looks humanoid.
He's still humanoid. That's what I'm saying. You're still there.
He's
You're still
pushing it at
there.
this point.
Let me roll. Okay, that's a 15 on the die, and he has a +3 on will saves. So that's an 18.
Crap. So close.
Yeah, that was good. So now it's
Okay, bonus action. Let's do
a cleaver.
No. Let's do
No.
To the face.
no. Spirit shroud on myself.
Okay, what does that do?
I call forth spirits of the dead which flit around me for the spell duration. As spirits intangible, invulnerable until the spell ends. Any attack I make deals 1d8 extra damage when I hit a creature within 10 feet of me. It's radiant, necrotic, or cold. Any creature that takes this damage can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. In addition, any creature of my choice that can see that starts its turn within 10 feet of you has its speed reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Cool.
All of that.
Well, it is their turn. If it's fairly close, so he would have his speed reduced. That's not a problem because he's going for Olo, who's literally at his feet. Olo, opposed athletics checks.
No.
Prick.
Let's
Okay.
say 20.
Oh yeah, I got 10.
Oh no. Is this where Errol was last time?
You are grappled by the leg tentacle that is clearly visible in the drawing, and immediately you get munched on by the tiny, still forming mouths in that tentacle. So you take 9 points of piercing damage, and I need a con save from you. DC of the con save is 15.
I got 22.
Perfect. You are not infected. That is it for the creature. We come to Errol with Roderick coming up. Oh, it's Roderick first. Roderick is going to bonus action Hunter's Mark. And going to need to check quickly a spell for the Ranger. All right, so not going to do bonus action Hunter's Mark. Instead is going to use Ensnaring Strike. Strength save, we're going to make the attack roll. That hits. So it's points of damage from the arrow. 3 from the piercing damage of the... Oh no, the piercing damage doesn't apply yet. I need to make a strength save. DC of 16. That's the natural 2. Roderick takes an arrow. The arrow point glows for a moment. He fires it, hits him straight in the shoulder, and vines begin to spread from it and wrap around the creature. He's restrained. He can still act, but he's restrained. Just so we can go over, restrain means speed 0. Attackers against the creature have advantage, and it has disadvantage on attacks. And a disadvantage on dex saves. So that is Roderick's turn. It's yours, Errol.
Well, I was gonna restrain it as well by I was gonna grapple it, which I think it does the same thing.
More or less, yes.
If so, don't think tripping it over is going to make it any worse.
Oh,
Or
if it's
better
on the
either.
ground, it might be, you know, it can't stand up because it doesn't have speed to stand up.
Well, then I guess I'll bonus action. Have I got space to get large?
Yes.
Yeah, then bonus action big, and then I'll just attempt to.
Okay. Oppose
Trip it
athletics
over.
checks. You have advantage on your athletics checks.
I
He
do.
doesn't. You need to beat a 15.
Yes, 23.
You come up to it and just
Ash.
basically topple him. He's still very much grabbing onto Olo, though.
My next job. That's my turn. Bonus action. Action.
The trip doesn't really push him away, so
No.
Olo is still grabbed. With that comes Olo again. Olo, you are beginning your turn grappled by this thing, so you take another 4 points of piercing damage, and I need another con save.
You say we had advantage on con saves.
Oh, yes, you
from the
do,
meal.
because of the hearty meal.
That didn't help. I got 9.
Too bad. I mean, we do still have a +3. Oh,
Yeah, I'll use
I
a
still need to
+3.
make the roll for the end of the previous round for the medical team. So up to you if you want to use it now to avoid being infected, or you want me to keep it for that roll that I need to make right about now.
I'll take the infection.
Okay. I'm going to make the roll for the medical team. They have a collective +5. And because they're all together, it's an advantage. We need to hit 20.
And they got 1d8 as well.
On the 8 as well. I'm going to first roll the 2 and see where we're at. That's a 24 without any body's help. They will have the vaccine ready by the end of this round. They have succeeded in they're getting it done. It's just going to take the round for a turn for them to getting into the syringe.
Centrifuge.
Yeah. Now again, although you are infected, what are you going to do?
I pull my rapier and stab him. Because fuck him.
Cool. You have advantage on the roll.
24.
That hits.
Sneak attack, baby.
That is 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. He's looking fairly rough.
And as a bonus action, I'll punch him in the face.
Okay, make another attack roll.
Can you do that? You have 2 attacks.
Yes, you can use your offhand for
offhand,
essentially 2-weapon fighting.
26.
Hits.
I do 2 points of damage.
He's looking rougher. You may have hit something vital because that leg is bleeding.
Someone get him off me.
It is now RaQui's turn with Will following up.
So it's currently got no speed.
No.
It can't do anything.
Where it's got no speed, if it was to have to move away from me, would that potentially get it to let go of Olo instead?
Sorry, what did you say?
No, so don't worry. I'm gonna hold my action this round because I don't think there's actually anything that I can do.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shout at the other guys and be like, please don't kill him. Just hold him until they finished. And then I'm gonna hold my action.
You got it.
Okay. Will.
Okay. Does he still count as a humanoid?
Sure. Yes.
Maybe.
I mean,
Uh,
literally 6 seconds have passed, so yes.
You let me know if he doesn't. I'm guessing.
If it does,
So-
if it suddenly can't, the monster drawing will change. So trust me.
Ooh. It's not its final
Now
form.
I'm scared. Now I'm scared. Okay, let's try and hold person again.
Okay,
Because that's what Ricky wants.
that is a natural 18 on the die.
Does not want to be stopped.
Ah, God damn it. Just. Okay, fine. If that's not gonna work, can I use my bonus action to move a bit closer?
That is not a bonus action. You just move.
Ah,
Bonus action move.
You have movement. You can just move.
that's true. I am getting
Too much Pathfinder.
too much. Yes, I'm gonna move, and then I can't do anything else with my bonus action. I don't
Bonus
think
action swear.
bonus action.
Healing.
no,
you
wait.
can healing word or something if you want.
heal Olo.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Ola looks a bit hurt. Let's go and heal him. Healing word.
Okay.
Let's go for, because I don't know how long it will last for.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to move on to the creature who will use its action to try to get released.
Third
But
level.
First, we'll take 1d6, 2 points of damage from the piercing, looking quite rough now. And we'll use its action to try to be. Nope, it's not removing the restrained. He is still vined up. And it would be now Errol's turn.
It's Roderick first.
Yeah, Roderick is not going to do anything. He's just going to hold on. He's actually going to move closer to the door to basically take the syringe when it gets to him.
I will attempt to unsuction cup Olo.
Okay, we'll have you make a strength check. Just a raw strength check. Actually, no, athletics. Your athletics check versus his to see if Olo remains suction cupped. It's a 21.
20, 21, 22, 23.
Okay, yeah, you unsuction cup. There's a horrible sucking sound as you remove Olo from it. Olo has quite a few bites. Some of them are oozing with some strange substance.
That doesn't look great.
Roll something. Olo, do me a favor. Roll a d4 for me.
Oh, no.
I don't want to.
You're gonna have to, or I roll it for you.
2.
Okay. I'm just gonna say you're starting to get a bit of a headache.
No.
I must have hit my head. My head hurts.
Errol looks at him, looks across at Ricky. Olo got bit.
I'm just going to turn to the scientists and be like, can you make it 2?
Okay, that is okay. That's your turn.
Yeah.
The scientist will deliver the injection to Roderick, and he will use his action then to essentially jab the guy. Because you're basically close. He's basically already there, just leaning over. It's going to be an attack roll to because the guy is on the floor, but it's still moving. It wasn't held. He has advantage on the roll, though. So, thank fuck. That was a natural 1 and a 17 on the roll. If you had rolled a natural 1, that syringe would have gone straight to the floor. He has been injected. He will give the subject a saving throw with advantage to try to beat the original infection vector, which is a 15. This person has a +3 to the save. That's a natural 16 on 1. +3, 19. You see him stop dead and immediately begin to just basically falls asleep. Roger goes, oh yeah, we should remove the thorny vines right about now. So he's gonna make it a natural 20.
You got it.
And I didn't even need to know. Roderick just he says that and then realizes he was about to like remove him by hand. Says, what am I talking about? It's my spell, and just stops concentrating and it disappears.
Errol's kind of glad that it doesn't seem like magic is intuitive.
Like, sorry, things going on. Doc, so now we just wait and see. And you actually do see that he begins to... time begins to flow back. But you do see that face in the torso, that mask, opens its eyes and looks at you, RaQui, and goes, it seems the timetable must be accelerated. And you see it crumble to pieces and dissolve. As Temet is brought back from the brink to humanoidness. Full humanoidness. It takes about an hour, but eventually no trace that he was ever transforming. And another dose is made for Olo. Olo, you have advantage. You already had it. You have advantage. You roll a con save. Please tell me if you roll higher than a 15.
26.
Yeah, I think that'll do it. The vaccine, basically that kind of oozing wound you have kind of clears up. I had made you roll a D4 because that was a number of hours before you started to transform.
I was going to say Errol stood there with his just hands.
You
on
still have a
Errol's-
pounding headache, though. And with that, you do have a full-on cure now.
Let's get this.
Hammond wakes up about a couple of hours and says, I see I was right. It worked.
Someone smack him in the face.
I'm just going to walk up to him and slap him.
I have that reaction on people.
That is not how we do things.
Not the first time I've done it.
Then you're an idiot.
I've been told that, yes. But I was confident in the work we did, so I was willing to take the risk. It was a calculated risk.
Guys, I think he's flirting with RaQui.
Just going to tut at him and turn away in disgust.
I don't think she's flirting back.
I don't think she's flirting back either.
As Doc, you have never found yourself in the edge of the wilderness testing a vaccine that may save a bunch of lives when there's no regulation there. Sometimes you need to take risks. Again, I was right. The rest of the science team is just looking at him like, no, you're not. But we're not going to go into that.
Scientists are wild, man.
So I really didn't like giving him the cure that way. Can we think up a better way? Maybe my gun idea.
Or is there a way of doing it airborne?
Trumbo goes, well, What's this about a gun?
I was thinking maybe we could put the cure into a tranquilizer gun. That way we don't have to approach those who are transformed.
Oh, that could definitely work. Airborne, though, that would be a lot bit more complicated. It's possible, but we would require producing quite an amount of the cure.
I guess it'd be the same for putting in the water as well.
Yes.
Never mind.
We'll get into manufacture right about now, and we'll look at the option of a gun.
How many are in the how many are in confinement? How many do we need to test?
Thousands. This is an entire city, basically.
We just set up vaccine stations and
Pretty much.
get everybody.
Pretty much. It's a mandatory. It now becomes mandatory.
I think we should check in with the Accord and see if where those chrysalises are coming along.
Roger says, I can drive her there if you want.
Sure. Let's go.
RaQui, are you coming or staying here?
I am going to leave it with them. But I'm gonna say, can somebody make sure that Tamit doesn't do anything else stupid?
I've already proven my point. I don't need to do anything else.
Someone babysit this man.
And keep me updated with how things are progressing. I'll just give them my Weaver number.
We'll do, Doc. We'll do.
I already kind of ship it though.
Oh, Ricky gave her number.
In a totally professional capacity.
100%.
That's what we're calling it these days.
She's not interested in him. He's alive.
He very nearly wasn't.
Yeah, he very nearly wasn't.
That's why RaQui is hurt.
That's why she's mad, yeah.
You leave and head off to the administrative corner, heading off into the office of the meeting space of the Oxen Accord. And they're not all there. As always, the captain is kind of sitting on a side listening in. And the only ones that are there are Mother Ash and Garen, the Tabaxi monk. And they're basically sitting over a table just coordinating with other members of the Seekers Guild in the city, basically quarantine and patrols and everything. And Garen looks to you as your brother says, you have arrived. What is the progress?
RaQui, you want to give them the good news?
So the team that was put together, the lab that was put together was fantastic for the most part. We have been able to spend time. We have created something that will identify those that are infected, something that will prevent people from getting affected, a cure for those that are infected, and something that if somebody has transformed will revert the transformation. It is ready to go. It has been tested. Don't ask us how. It is now in the process of being mass produced in the format.
Hold up. That bit about don't ask us how, I am going to ask how.
Well, one of the people that was put into the team took it upon themselves to become infected.
They
and
both share a look and say, damn it.
Cool.
Was
So you
Temet-
already know.
Yes. Not the first time.
works.
Not the first time.
Thankfully, it works. The guys are currently working in the lab to mass produce and turn it into a format that can be installed in a tranquilizer gun, thanks to the suggestion of Olo. So they will start becoming ready shortly, and we can start dishing it out.
That is very good news. And Mother Ash goes, yes. And as for Temet, do be aware that from now on he will be insufferable. But he means well.
Yeah. Yeah. I've already told him what I thought. It's fine.
Yes, as I said, not the first time, but very well. We will, once the quantities are enough that we can start administering, we will, well, start making the rounds. As for our cocooned individuals, well, there has been an update. It's something of a. Gary goes, we have good news and bad news. The good news is there's no longer two chrysalids. The bad news is they have merged into a single one.
There's actually another thing that RaQui didn't mention. That face that they all get, the mask.
Yes.
It looked at her at the end and said, time to speed up or something like that, right? He looks at the others.
That is most concerning.
Mm-hmm.
Then we best prepare. For now, though, you have done an admirable work. Do get some rest if you can. The next few days will be critical. As she says that, I need everyone to make a strength save.
For fuck's sake.
Am I still big? No, I'm
Really?
not big anymore.
You're not big anymore.
No.
I'm gonna make one for Mother Ash.
Oh.
The captain rolls with disadvantage on this one.
19.
How much?
3.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not worst.
oh
Mm,
no.
I'm not worst either.
Oh no.
Ooh, who has worst?
Cat.
I'm worst.
Natural one?
Yeah. No. 3.
Well, that's fine.
I got 10.
I got 8.
19.
Everyone under 13 falls on their asses on the ground. The two members of the Orcs in Accord are there. Stay up, but one of them, Mother Ash, kind of holds onto the table that they were looking on. The captain is leaning on a chair on the side. She tumbles back. Goes, what the fuck is going on? There's a gigantic, enormous earthquake. Massive earthquake shakes the city, and you hear the telltale signs of a building crumbling down.
Very good. That sounds good.
Mother Ash quickly picks herself up and runs towards the exit, followed by
Yeah.
Garen and the captain.
Wait. Guys, we're underwater, right?
Yes.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
So
We're
what the
running
fuck
after
is
them.
what the fuck has just happened? How are we having an earthquake underwater?
Because you're in a
Shit
submarine.
down here.
I know
That is a
that,
city.
but
There's
I know
shit
that.
down here. There's shit down here.
I know, but this is not good. That means something's hit us.
I suggest maybe we go look.
Yes.
I'm
but now
already
I'm
following
terrified.
up to
You
catch
go
up.
outside in that building where you went in, where the prison is, where the chrysalids are.
Mm,
That building's collapsed. It's collapsed, almost like the implode, collapse inward. There's just a mound of rubble. The captain goes, well, that can be good.
Hmm.
I'm going to say this, but I think we should be somewhere else.
Yep.
Yeah,
there.
I agree. So, Garen, Ash, you handle this. I'm going to go back into the ship and make sure things are afloat. And she once again just walks into the room and almost like going down the stairs, she starts sinking into the floor until she disappears. Well, that is problematic. We'll set someone up. Let's go find Darbus. He should be informed. And I think it's a matter of wait and see, or do we dig out? Garen goes, we can try to dig in. There are many things inside that facility. We can try to access it through one of the portals. Let's do that. Any of you want to come with us? If not, we can go on our own.
I'll come.
Probably should, because there might be some civilians that have been injured.
There's bloody cocoons and something caused that.
Yeah,
I'll come as
obviously.
Look, whatever it is, we'll have to deal with it eventually. We may as well get a head start.
Yeah, let's do it underground where it's harder to run away.
I'm just going to have to rest.
Whilst they're all deciding, I'm just going to message the guys at the lab and be like, everybody okay? You still carrying on?
You got a message from Temet. We're A-okay.
I do not reply.
Mother Ash pulls out a coin, a silver coin, and throws it at a wall, and it sticks to the wall, and a gateway appears. Everybody in?
Let's do this.
Oh, this is interesting. Let's go.
You jump through the gateway and appear on a metal walkway in a square room.
As Olo steps through... No, sorry.
What do you say?
I was just going to say, Olo, as he sees Will just step through a portal, goes, isn't this how this fucking started for you?
It literally is, yeah.
Technically, she stepped through a wall, which
Portal in a wall.
It checks out. Yes.
Yeah, I'm actually
On brand.
surprised you remember this. Thank you. This is how it started for me.
You appear on a metal walkway made of black metal. You're basically on a second floor overlooking almost like a prison yard. There's cells lining the walls, and the prisoners on the cells are clamoring for people to, for help. There's rubble falling around you, dust coming down the air, and there is screaming in the distance.
I think we head towards the screaming.
You head towards the screaming, down some corridors, and go down a set of stairs to another level.
It's on brand.
Then you can see actually from the stairs the counter on the levels is changing. Like you're on the 4th level, then it says 3rd instead, and you hear like something like a crushing sound at the same time coming from well below. Something is collapsing the prison. Just bizarre. They were. We hit them away. How did they break out? If anyone broke out, we will be opening the cells on all the floors. Please help the prisoners. Most of them are seekers, just paying their due. Not everyone that comes here is a nice guy. We rehabilitate most we can. Some of them are dangerous, hardcore criminals that, let's just say, had to be removed from the world.
Olo doesn't meet anyone's eyes.
People get crushed to death.
Yes, please go. We'll be helping those on this floor. These are some of the more dangerous ones. will handle them. Please head downstairs.
Yep, towards the. Yep, you got it.
You
We'll
run
just
down the
go.
stairs heading off, and you find yourself another catwalk. This one more a silvery color, and you just see people clamoring for help. Someone help, please open the doors, open the cells. The controls are on a far wall, and you can see that near the controls it's just a splatter of blood, and the same in some of the cells.
Jesus. Okay, I make my way towards the controls.
And you need to make a dex save for me.
I'm so good at those. Yeah. 13.
13, that is not enough. You take 9 points of piercing damage. As you're running by, you pass by a cell where there is just the remains of something that was in there. You avert your eyes for a moment and move past, and you see this tendril shoot out from the wall, and it's almost like a line, but as it approaches you, it expands into a mouth and takes a chomp at you. Your armor takes the brunt of it, but you take damage from it. And if you take a bite, it goes back into the wall.
Avoid the walls.
You reach the lever, you open it. Some of the doors on this floor open, but those are on the, let's say, on the space below the catwalk. They're part of this section, but still, like say, the lower floor. Some of them don't open. They're kind of locked in place by some of the debris falling.
Can you guys handle up here?
Are you really going to go down there on your own? Do you think that's a good idea?
You coming with me?
Yeah, of course we're
Yes.
coming with you.
Unfucking fortunately.
Well, someone help these people out of the cells.
Run that way!
I'm gonna stay up because I'm guessing that they'll have to make their own way down, but I could fly down if needed.
Yeah, you can fly down.
Yeah. So I'll stay up to help the guys up here. You guys go down if you need me. Shout.
Okay, so this is how it's going to work. This will be a skill challenge. You'll have to tell me how you're helping these people out, either by moving debris, destroying it, anyway. The higher you roll in whatever you do, or whatever means you choose that has a more impact, the more you will help, and the fewer people I will kill at the end of this round. I will straight up roll a die, and whatever comes up on the die is the number of dead people.
We're rolling smaller dice for dead people then.
There are in this floor there are a total of 8 people that need to be rescued. It's a variety of it's a variety of debris, or just fused or broken down or warped gates. Any number of ways that they're being obstructed. So I leave it perfectly up to you to choose whatever method you want for opening up these cells.
Okay.
So we'll go with Errol first.
So just to double check, is it 4 people upstairs, 4 people downstairs?
No, 8 people down here.
8 people downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're assuming the top floor is.
Yeah, the top floor, all the cells have opened, and they just need to be, go up the
Just need to
stair,
get
just
up,
guide it.
okay.
Yeah. On that note, RaQui, make I would say a persuasion check will help you with that. So have you make a persuasion check to see if you can direct these people up well.
+7, 18.
More than enough. They all understand the assignment, and you coordinate them going up perfectly, and they all keep line. They understand the seriousness of the situation, and they're cooperating with the evacuation.
Yeah.
For the rest of you for this round, what will you do? Let's go with Errol first.
Get big if I can because it's helpful. And then I will move the debris out of the way of the cell doors
Okay, make
Anything that's
an
being
athletics
blocked.
check. Depending on how well you roll, you may clear out 1 or 2 cells.
That's fine. 17. 23.
23. With that, you clear out. You basically pick up move a set of debris that was blocking 2 cells, and they open, and those 2 are gone. Will, what will you do?
Gosh. Am I able to do like
Spells, skills, anything you want. You can also cast Hold Person on the people in the cell and ensure their fate.
Stay there. Got spiritual weapon. You might
While
be
you're
able to
thinking,
bust
I'm just
things.
gonna
Yeah,
go for
go.
Olo. What are you
Yeah.
what's all gonna do?
I'm going to find a couple guys who are panicking, try and calm them down, try and persuade them to like calm down enough that they can actually work out how to force themselves out of cells.
Okay, let's make that a persuasion check or deception, whichever you prefer.
Persuasion,
Okay.
and I got
Oh,
23.
nice.
23, another 23. You get them down from that edge, and they go from panic survival mode to problem solving. And it helps them see that, oh, they do have enough leverage with either, whatever they have in the room to kind of force their own cells open now that they've been unlocked. And 2 more head out. That's halfway done. Will, you are the last one.
how many are left?
There are 4 left.
Okay. Can I do cast Beacon of Hope on them?
Okay.
Bestows hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within the range of 30 feet. For the duration, they have advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws, and gain the maximum number of hit
only
points
thing I will tell
possible.
you is, as I said, if they get to the end of the round and they're not out, if they appear on my roll, they're dead. No, not damaged. They're dead.
So the hope's not going to really help them, is it? So I can't.
An action and a bonus action. You could bonus action cast spiritual weapon somewhere and try to smash some things out of the way of the doors.
Yeah.
Action, you have all the spells that you can use,
Still have a whole
or a
action to
skill
do that,
check.
yeah.
There's options are limitless.
I hate this so much. Spiritual weapon. Try and get something out of the way.
Okay, make an attack roll. What is your spiritual weapon this time?
It is a chopping board because she tries to think of something and she can't because she's panicking. So it just kind of ends up being like flat.
Okay.
And I don't know if burning cans is gonna help. It's a 15-foot cone to like.
Guidance is another option if you want to help the people help themselves.
But that's just somebody that's close that I can touch.
And you can get to that's one person you can do that way. there's different options. You know, and if you have enhanced ability, that's another option.
I don't have that.
Okay, so please then make your attack roll with the weapon.
Oh, sorry. I did that and then it disappeared. 16.
16, you break one person out of a cell.
And I guess guidance. That's the only. I can't think of anything else. So that's probably going to be the next
I
thing.
will please roll the d4 for me. And I will roll for the person in the cell. They rolled how much do you roll on the d4?
3.
Roll that gets to a 15, which is enough for them to get out of their own cell, force it open, and kind of shimmy out. We get to the end of the turn, and I'm just gonna roll odds and evens. Odds, one person dies. Evens, both die. Odds, one person only dies. So the other one will just say you help out. You see that person kind of stays flat to the wall and is somewhat ignored. The other one is making noise and getting a bit desperate, and you see that tendril go into their cell and just expands and envelops them completely. And what follows are screams and almost like the sound of a blender.
Oh.
And then the thing is almost like bulging and then becomes a flat tendril again and moves back into the wall.
You should probably get rid of that thing.
This floor has been cleared. I need you all see that also on the floor counter. This floor is becoming an upper floor. So more floors beneath you are being destroyed.
We need to keep going then to try to get people out.
Mm-hmm.
You head further down?
Yeah.
You head further down, and as you come down, you see that the stairways leading further down are gone. It's just an empty void.
So this is it, last floor.
Yeah. Upper floors and lower floors are both closed. Again, there's a lever for there to use, but you can tell the lever is somewhat damaged on this one. So it will require a roll or anything you can think of to get it working.
That might be Olo. RaQui, can you fly Olo over there safely?
When you come down the stairs, you are on that walkway, so you can easily get to it. Any of you just running there.
Okay.
You do also have a set of metal stairs that go into the actual cell yard, so to speak.
Someone try to get the lever looks buggered from
It
where
can
I
be
am.
forced just using raw strength. Tech rolls will help as well if you want to, look at what's underneath. There are multiple. As always, there's multiple options.
Might be better use making sure people are. Is there debris and stuff in front of the cells again?
Yes. On both floors, so on below and on the walkway as well.
I start moving things so that the doors don't get stuck.
Okay. We'll have you make another roll. Make it athletics. Again, the higher you can roll, the better. Who's gonna go for the lever?
I am, because I'm stupid.
Okay.
But
Olo's
Olo's gonna run towards it, but he's gonna keep an eye out for flying tentacles.
Okay, I will give you advantage on the deck save, but if one comes, none come. So you make it to the lever just fine.
I'll just have a quick look at it, try and work out what's stopping it and if I can bypass it.
You can rewire it. You can also use your thieves' tools to work out the underlying locking mechanism. So you have different options. You can also, again, it can be forced through brute strength.
Not by me, it can.
Just say what the options are.
I'll do tech.
Okay, make a tech roll. DC is 15.
I got 20.
Perfect. You rewire the thing, and basically the lever was just supposed to fire off a signal. You you just rewire cables, everything, and you see the underlying mechanism unlock. And all some of the doors in the upper and lower floor slide open. 6 cells remain closed. And will require aid in some form. Errol, you wanted to help. What did you roll on your athletics?
Natural 20 for 26.
Natural 20. You clear out. You basically grab a piece of rock that is blocking one of the cells and just chuck it at another piece of debris and just break it through. And you release 3 out of the 6. We still have 3 left.
Quick as you can.
Are going quick as they can. Who is next?
I'll spiritual weapon again.
Okay, go for it.
Could I have action surged and kind of tried again or now?
Feel free to do so if you want.
22.
22. With that, you break through 2. Your giant cutting board swats a piece of debris that was blocking 2 cells, and the prisoners can come out, leaving 1 person to potentially die.
And guidance on them.
Guidance, okay. Okay, then they will have to roll. Anyone else wants to do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna do enhanceability.
Okay.
What are they rolling?
They will be rolling athletics.
Strength.
Yeah, so I'll give them ball strength, so
Okay.
advantage.
Anything else anyone wants to do? Just stack the deck for this person.
I will try and calm him down. I was like,
I will say for this round you've already used your action, which is opening the cells, which is a
All right.
great action. Okay, so
Best action.
we'll be rolling this with
Useful.
we'll be rolling this with a +3, but with advantage, and a D4. Can you please roll it? 2. Okay, so a total +5. I need to roll. You need to get to a 15 or higher. That's a 22. They succeed already. They again manage to force the cell open. You hear the grinding noise as it goes, just scraping through some of the debris, and they manage to, just squeeze themselves out and run straight for the stairs. Those of you on the ground floor, which I'm going to say are Will and Errol, I need you to make dexterity saves for me. The DC is 15.
I struggle.
If you fail, bad things will happen.
Why
I
did you
failed.
tell me that I haven't rolled yet. Oh, here we go. What dice do I want?
I failed.
Oh, 14.
14. There's a +3 available. Who wants to take it?
Nate, you take it.
What
Plus
did you
3 is
roll?
not gonna. Plus 3 is not gonna help me. I rolled a 7. It's
Yeah.
not gonna help me.
If I take it, can I help Will?
Let me think. If you take it, you will barely succeed.
Don't worry, it's fine. I can handle myself. It's okay. If anything, my
You-
my hair will
You handled
block.
yourself right out of the window last time.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
We're going to spend this, and I will describe what's going on. And from there, you all have a choice of helping. Let's leave it at that.
Right. here we
You
go.
the people escape, and as you're turning, you begin to see the ground underneath you begin to crack. You begin to run towards the staircase that will take you to the walkway, and suddenly the floor under you goes away. It crumbles down. Errol, you jump towards that stair and grab onto it and are safe. Will, you try to do the same thing, but the floor underneath you collapses. You are you are beginning to fall. We're gonna cartoonify this. You are at that moment where you're looking down, going, "Uh-oh." At the end of this round, RaQui will fall. Below you is a gigantic maw.
Oh God!
That is literally Pac-Manning this thing out. So it is up to you all to decide how is Will saved.
I'm going to do an acrobatics check. Try to jump.
Onto Will and push her down further.
Mario jump.
Flip off her. Grab onto the step and catch her with my other arm. Which is stupid.
Okay, what we'll do is make first the acrobatics check. I'm going to put the difficulty of this because you're on the upper floor, and I'm going to put this difficulty at 20.
Yeah, that's not a problem. 26.
You land on this on the step and reach out, giving Will another save roll.
Yeah, it will.
13.
13. Will tries or reaches out but doesn't reach your hand. Who's next?
Throw my hair. Throw my hair. Grab my hair.
I'll allow it. And whoever grabs it will need to make a strength check. But I'm going to warn you, if I allow it, something bad will happen to that hair.
That's fine.
And
Look, it might be.
Can we try and do
that
like a
proviso
joint
was a
thing?
strength thing. The proviso was if you hang on to her, it's a strength. That should be Errol. I am also hanging on to myself.
You're hugging yourself?
Like I'm hanging on for myself. If I grab her as well, someone's gonna need to help
No,
me.
you are actually standing on the stair. You got to the stairs, yeah.
Can we try? Because I'm not going to be able to do this on my own.
Grab her hair. Grab her hair. Bring
Is
her up to me.
RaQui going to just swoop down and grab her?
Grab her hair.
Is
It's
RaQui
long
going to
enough.
swoop down and
It's
grab her?
like a rope.
Grab my hair. Grab my hair.
What does RaQui want to do in this life or death moment?
Well, it looks of it. What RaQui
Do you
wants her to
choose
do
life
is
or
force her to
death?
I've got to try something, but I'm so weak.
What will you do?
Just grab her hair. It's not that heavy. It's just hair.
It's just RaQui's personality coming through again. She'd much prefer Will as a dead body.
I'm going for.
I'm reaching down for her. I'm going to reach down for Will. So I'm trying to grab hold of something.
I'm gonna.
Well, first, let's hear.
I'm guessing
RaQui.
that her hair is the easiest part to grab onto.
Yeah, it is
right now,
also the part that is flopping upwards.
Cool. What I'm going to do is I am going to try and grab her hair and do a combination of A, move it closer to Errol to also grab hold of, and B, attempt to help, provided that goes okay, help Errol pull her up so that I'm not having to take her whole weight.
Okay,
let's
so
face it, I'm not
this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. RaQui, I'm going to need from you an acrobatics check.
Oh, God.
Because you are literally stunt
I've
flying.
got a bonus.
You're literally stunt flying to grab onto this hair and fly it close to Errol. Same difficulty I gave Olo, 20.
Oh my God.
Easy.
You need a reroll or something. Do you have inspiration that you could spend?
If you fail, there's one last chance for Errol to do things, but it'll be difficult.
Have we used all of our +3s and stuff?
Does anyone in our audience wish to help them with a +3?
Hang on. Let me see whether or not it's worth it first. Oh, I rolled a 19. I got 21.
Fucking hell. Okay. No. This is batshit crazy. Okay. You dive forward. Fuck it. There's only one choice. You fly. Gravity does its thing. Will is falling. The wind, the rush is making the hair go up. And you grab onto some strands and move towards Errol. And Errol grabs hold onto the mane. Errol, I'm going to need from you an athletics check.
Yep.
Look, I'm like Rapunzel, okay?
Oh God.
You just pull me up by my hair instead of climb up it.
What's my athletics? 6. 20.
It's exactly the DC you needed, and you
Very close though.
pull Will up. Will, you take 25 points of hair pulling damage
Okay.
because you've literally fallen a few feet hanging by your hair. And you're being pulled
wrenched up by it.
upwards. When you're done, Will is on the stairs, but as you remove your hands, you have a clump of her hair in your hand.
Oh my God, that bald spot.
I think it's about time you all rushed up.
I help her up and
I'm just booking it. Like, fuck it. I can look at my hair later.
I throw the hair over.
Yeah, it goes up and it falls into the maw, and it is, well, eaten.
Oh no, it's got a taste for her now.
The evidence.
You rush up and get to the portal with the Oxen Accord finishing to move some of the, as they mentioned, kind of dangerous prisoners. They're moving some of them out Hannibal Lecter style.
Gotta go.
Bound and with things like the mask over the mouth, getting them out. And outside, it's everything. People are gathered there. There's more seekers that have come up and just organizing things. Your team, RaQui, is there. They're already setting up a station to essentially inoculate people and set them out to work. Inoculate and go out to work. And as it's done and you all come out, Mother Ash goes, we need to clear the area now. Move. Everybody begins to move, and the last thing you see is that rubble of a building explode upward as this almost like oily, dark black mass begins to rise out. And that's where we're going to leave the session.
Yep.
I was going to say, we should probably let them know that there's a giant, like, mouth down there.
I was like, gotta go.
I think they already know.
Yeah, because unfortunately now there's a giant mouth up here. Oh yay!
Yes.
It was coming either way.
And I hope people will join us next week for a brand new drawing by Megan. And second, possibly, if not close to the finale for this arc of season 2.
Monster thing.
So we'll be back. Not next week. We're back next week. Are we back next week? Not next week. The other week.
Week after.
The week after, we're back with the rest of our story, and it'll all be fine. Will get a new hairdo. We'll just shave her sides. That's where all the hair came from.
Could be cool.
And we'll see what happens. So thank you all for joining us. But before we go, let's just quickly go around the room. We can tell you who they are, who they were playing, and if they wish to do so, where you can find the dark corners of the internet. So, Nate.
Hello, I'm Nate. I've been playing Errol Remenash, the Craggling Fighter. You can find me on Twitter as Tiniest Sidekick, and here most Sundays playing D&D, and various other times playing other games. That's me. Over to Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade. I played Will Fire Genasi Chef. You can find me on Twitter at JJ_squishy 1990. And over to you, Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. I have been playing RaQui, aerobatics extraordinaire. Ash, over to you.
Hi, I'm Ash. I've been playing Olo, the world's strongest halfling. He wishes.
And yeah, with that, that's all from us. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time. If you like what you saw, maybe drop a follow, even a sub. Who knows? That'll be fun. Again, thank you all. We'll see you next time.